Hi everyone, I'm Sonsire Gonzalez, Realtor in beautiful Port St. Lucie, Florida. In today's video, we're going to go inside of Esplanade by Taylor Morrison here in Port St. Lucie, and we're going to price out a hypothetical home. We're going to pick the Lazio, and we're going to get all the structural options that are most common, and we're going to add that to the price, and we're going to pick a lot, and we're going to add some design and give you an idea of what you can expect to pay for a Lazio here in Esplanade. It'll also give you a really good idea of what upgrades cost, or give you an idea, a rough idea of what upgrades cost, because it really changes from floor plan to floor plan. You know, if you pick a Bergamo, that's only 1,700 square feet, whereas if you pick a Palazzo, that's 3,000 square feet, so that's double the square footage. Of course, everything is going to cost more. So we're going to go in there and we're going to price out a Lazio. And I wanted to tell you, Esplanade is in a beautiful part of tradition. It's very quiet. It's a very intimate community. They have a lot of activities. They have a social director that's always planning the cutest parties for the residents. And anyway, it's just really nice. The HOA fees are about $480 a month, but it includes everything: cable, internet, lawn care, front and back. So it's really nice. I like this community. It's 55 plus. So if you're looking for 55 plus communities, this is definitely one to look at, and one that I include in my free new home tour. When people tour with me and they're looking for something 55 plus, I love to bring them to Esplanade because it always impresses them. It's worth looking because their houses are gorgeous. So let's go inside and price the Lazio. And you know, if you guys are interested or have any questions about my free new home tour, you can call me or text me. I'll leave my information linked for you down below. I love when you guys call me and I get to meet you all in person. It's really nice. Most of my clients are very normal, very nice people looking for a better life. So I hope that I get to work with you if you're thinking of moving to Florida. It's a free service to work with a realtor like myself on new construction, and it's beneficial because when you come to town, you're not wasting time. You go right to the best builders, and as you go through the builder, through the models, people have a lot of questions, and it's really good to have someone that's done this a million times that can answer the questions for you. I don't have the answers to everything, but I know a lot about pricing, and I know a lot about what you want to know. So it's really helpful to use a realtor. Anyway, let's go inside and price this Lazio. So I'm here with Deneen.
Hi.
Deneen is my BFF at Taylor Morrison here in Esplanade, and we're going to put together the Lazio for you. I already talked about this in the car.
Oh, okay.
So I told them we're going to put together a Lazio.
Okay.
We're going to go through the structural options and pick out the things that people most commonly choose, and we're going to add everything up to the base price. We're going to go pick a lot, and then we're going to tell you the grand total of the Lazio.
Okay.
Right. So
yes.
Where do we start?
So basically the purchase price of a Lazio is $494,900.
Mm-hmm.
Where you start is what exterior look you want. The A elevation comes standard. The B elevation has the bump out in that front bedroom, and most people choose that. Mm-hmm. That's an additional cost of $13,840. So for example reasons, I'm just going to put that on there.
Okay.
Because people like that extra space in that bedroom. Mm-hmm. Okay, then we will switch to the next page. Tray ceilings.
Tray ceilings, I think we should do it.
I think so, but with also the bump out in the master bedroom as well, because if you like that extra space of bay window, most choose that. So that would be $4,605.
So we're adding $4,000 for the tray ceilings because that really adds a beauty to the house, and then you can always take it out. If you don't want it, it would be $4,000 less. But
it's for two. It's for two rooms. It would be the primary and the living room. So it's the $4,000 for both.
So we're gonna go with that.
Okay. Most people like a tandem garage, and the reason they like that is for golf cart or extra workspace. You like a workbench. Maybe you have motorcycles or storage, because we don't have attics and basements here from wherever you're coming from.
How much is that?
So that cost for a B elevation would be another, here we are, $15,490.
Okay, so we're gonna add the tandem garage so you can store your golf cart, but remember, if you don't want that, you can always take it out.
Mm-hmm. Gourmet kitchen.
Definitely.
Okay.
That's a very, almost 90% of our people want a gourmet kitchen.
They do. It's also for the wall oven. It's for the cooktop, which is gas, and the hood. So if we do that with the section we're sitting in right now, this is called the casual dining extension. So the casual dining extension adds more cabinetry to the other side of where the wall oven is, and it also bumps out the sliding glass doors to be flush with the living room doors. So do the casual dining, it is $44.50.
Yeah, $44.50 gives you extra square footage, and it makes the kitchen so much more spacious. I think that's worth it, and you can always take it out.
Gourmet kitchen is $12,400 with this added space.
Yeah, $12,400 for the gourmet kitchen. If you want a standard kitchen, like they show in the Bergamo, which I'll link for you up here, so you can go through that floor plan and see what the standard kitchen looks like. It's perfectly fine for most people, but when people are moving to Florida, they want to do it right.
Yeah.
And they go for it. So the gourmet kitchen is definitely worth it.
It is, and it's the focal point of your house. So that's what most people will do. All right, so jumping down. So the ceiling height is 9'4" standard. Most will choose
What
to
are we
make
seeing
it
here?
is 10 feet.
10 feet.
Yeah. So to do that for the entire house, you're looking at $48.75.
No question about that. That makes a big difference. The impact that you have when you walk into the house makes a big difference. $4,000, I think it's worth it.
We're also coming down to where the primary bedroom is and adding that bay window that we discussed with the tray ceilings. So that's another $7,900.
Remember, you can take that out because you already have one in the front, right?
Yep.
You already have one in the front when you choose the B elevation. So if you want to add that in the master bedroom, the owner suite, then it's $7,900. I'm 50-50 on that one. But that's just me. I think that a lot of people wouldn't choose that. That's $8,000 you could spend on something else, but that's just me. You know, you can take it out.
You can. Also, primary bathroom. That shower is really large. So I look at everything from a cleaning point of view. So what I would say is make the shower smaller and the closet larger.
Okay. How much
And
is that?
that's $770 to do that.
That's
It's just a reframing, but then even if you made the shower smaller, it's still quite large.
Yeah. If it was me personally, my house, I like the party shower. And I wouldn't pay to take it away.
No.
So that's just me.
It's a statement shower.
But it's
that's what you like.
$770, makes your closet much bigger. If you have a lot of shoes, you may prefer to have more closet space. I prefer the party shower, so.
Okay. Study in lieu of flex room. So your study comes open, wide open, with no doors. If you're going to make it into a study, then we bring the walls in, frame it out, and put French glass doors on it.
I think that's a necessity for a lot of people.
Okay, that's $39.60, and a lot of people pick that.
And that includes the glass doors?
It does.
Okay. Yeah, I would say yes on that one. You can always take it out, but $3,900, and then you have your office with the doors, with the glass doors. That's pretty great.
So then we jump out to the lanai.
Okay.
What we're looking at over here, basically your lanai is half the size of what it is right now, width-wise. So if you were to bump it out, it's $14,895. So if you take it out to the edge of the primary bedroom and just do it straight across, you're looking at $14,895. If you want a outdoor kitchen, it adds $31.75. I would say your best bet is just the extended. That's what most people do.
Yeah, with the outdoor kitchen. 90% of my people want the outdoor kitchen.
They do. So it would be $14,895 to make it double size. That's everything under cover. It gives you additional lighting, and it gives you 2 ceiling fan pre-wires. And then the outdoor kitchen is $31.75. That adds privacy.
Yeah, and it's totally worth it because you don't want to stink up your house inside when you can cook outside. The cooler parts of the year, it's very nice to be outside. So $3,100 is totally worth for all the plumbing, the electrical, and the gas. Right?
Because
it's a gas community, which is a good thing.
And that gives you a privacy wall too, so that now you have privacy on both sides of your property on the back patio. No one on the next door area is going to see you. So that adds that aspect.
That's totally worth it.
Do you want an 8-foot door? 8-foot doors throughout your house.
How much is that upgrade?
So that upgrade is $52.45.
In my opinion, I would say yes.
Yeah.
That makes a big impact. So I would say we add it to this one, and you can always take that out. If it's
Actually,
not
it's
important to you.
$52.80. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's not bad. So moving down, do you want a floor outlet in your living room?
Yes.
Yes.
That's very important. People don't think about how important that is, but you cannot change your mind and do this after. If you want to have your sectional or a recliner or anything, or put lamps in the center of your room, you will not be able to do that the right way unless you pick that option. Now, how much is it?
$9.25, because it comes up through the slab.
Yeah.
There's cost to it.
It's annoying to pay $9.25, but you can't change your mind later, so you need to do it.
Yeah. So other options. Do you want a laundry sink in your laundry room?
How much is it?
Well, if you're just pre-plumbing for it, it's $810. But if you want the laundry sink, the cabinet, the counter, and then the option to purchase additional cabinets later, it's $17.90. Most people do the pre-plumb, and they leave it at that.
I would say do the pre-plumbing because it's so much cheaper to do that later.
It is. It is. I agree with that. Additional shower heads, rain head.
We're not going to add that here.
No.
But how much is it, just so they know?
Just to do the additional shower head is $9.50.
Okay. $9.50 for an additional shower head. If everybody wants to shower at the same time, you can. But we're not going to add it to this house.
That's essentially it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's essentially
We've
it.
gone through it. And how do you think we'll do with design as far as flooring, upgrading to like a level 3, for example?
They do a level 3 cabinets. Cabinets, when they're painted, you have to start at a level 3. So white cabinets would start there. Wood look tile floor actually starts at a 4.
Okay.
Countertops, if you want a nice quartz countertop, I would say you're looking at around $60,000
For the flooring,
for everything.
upgraded cabinets, and the countertop.
We also have incentives.
Well, let's talk about incentives. So if you think about the Lazio, it's 2,400 square feet under air. It's a good size home, and $60,000 for all of your design is quite the bargain, actually. Because I spent a lot more than that on my house. But anyway,
And you can spend more. I mean, you can go higher, you can go lower.
Or you can go lower.
We're offering $70,000 flex money. So what some people are doing is your closing costs for a loan are going to be about 4%. So they want to at least cover that, so it's less coming into. So you probably want to do $40,000 towards your options and maybe $30,000 towards your closing costs.
Wow, that's really good.
So if you're adding 60 and you're taking off 40,
that's really good.
You're doing pretty good.
So we're gonna go back and add up this house, and we're gonna then pretend like we're putting $60,000 of design, and then we're gonna subtract the incentive and give you a grand total. So we'll be right back. Okay, so we added the base price of the Lazio, added all the structural options, which we went pretty heavy on structural options. We added a lot of nice things that people typically add to this house. Then we added $24,000 for a water lot, which is so nice to be on the water, $24,000. And we added $60,000 of design. It could be more, it could be less, depending on how bougie you are. And we came up with a grand total for the Lazio, which is such a nice house, $672,275. So now we're gonna take off the incentive, which is going to leave us at
$632,275.
$632,275 for a gorgeous house. So I'm gonna take you around before I go and remind you what the Lazio looks like real quick. Deneen, thank you for your time.
You're very welcome.
You know I love working with you. And if you guys want to come and tour new construction in Port St. Lucie, we'll definitely give you a good impression of Esplanade by Taylor Morrison. They'll like it, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yes.
Good. All right. See you soon. This is the Lazio. This is the bump out here on the left that we were talking about before. That comes with the Elevation B home. And we're going to walk through this house real quick. Show you how beautiful. For $632,000. It would not be ADA. It would not be this kind of bathroom. It would be a normal bathroom. They have to have that because they're a builder. Okay, and so these are the pocket doors not pocket doors, sorry, the glass doors, French doors that we were discussing for the den. Gorgeous dining area. This house is very spacious. So the way you would get the house with these coffers, because we added that in, it's a gas cooking community. So it's awesome. And this island is just gigantic. And what you see on this island that some of my clients have pointed out is that the sink is not on here. So you just have all this counter space for catering, for all your parties that you're gonna put food up there uninterrupted by a sink, which is really nice. And we did extend that, so you're getting the extended lanai included in that price that we quoted, that rough estimate. We did add this extension out here, this bump out, which is really nice. Gives you a little nook for an office like that. Of course, it does not include the pool, but let's go look at the party shower. I wanted to keep the party shower as is. I don't want to lose any part of my shower because that shower is amazing. And the closet is already pretty huge, but I guess if you wanted more closet space, you could eat into that shower for about $700. I love the party shower, so I wouldn't do it. All right, and then, all right, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions about pricing for any of the communities here in Port St. Lucie, feel free to contact me, and I'd be happy to answer your questions or set up a free new home tour. It's really fun and it's free. So thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one. So about Esplanade, I wanted to tell you that although we put together that Lazio and it came out to $630 something, that's a big house. And if you wanted to live in Esplanade in a smaller home, you can build something really nice in there for about $450,000, which is so great. You don't have to spend that much. You don't need such a big house, and you're gonna really save some money. So as low as $450,000 to live in Esplanade, which is a very luxurious 55+ community. Anyway, if you guys have questions, feel free to contact me.